Today's Memorial Day. We thank God for those men and women who lost their lives in defense of our country. We can also think about the people who have died recently from COVID-19. In particular, those people who have been on the front line, so any of the medical personnel who contracted COVID-19 while they were actually treating the patients with this disease. We can pray for them. So whether they're people who are in the armed services or professionals in medicine, they can be in a similar situation to any of the people who die and go to purgatory, that even though their work on this earth is over, they have work to do in purgatory. And what they do is they pray for us. Now, they can't pray for themselves, but they certainly can still pray, and they do pray for us, and they help us. So I think that sometimes when I do things that are silly and that could possibly cause harm, we think about our guardian angels who can help us, but the souls in purgatory, although they're not angels, they can act like guardian angels. They can pray for us. So I can think about these two stories just from yesterday. So I was called out to a hospital, and on the way that when I returned, I did something that I don't normally do. I turned on the dome light of my car, and then I went inside, and then I got called by the same hospital to go back again, and I was kind of frustrated because I was asked to go back to the very same floor where I just was. But when I went out to my car again, I saw that the light was left on, so rather than draining my battery, I was able to get into the car again and go and help people. So we could think that maybe there were the souls in purgatory praying for me in that moment. And yesterday also, I forgot my keys just before noon at this retreat center, so I was locked out. So I had to call the people who could help me. And then the same thing happened last night, but just before midnight. So I knew the way to get in the time before noon, and that would have been a whole lot easier than having it be the first time before midnight. So with being forgetful like that, you'd think in the moment, why did I forget? Well, it was a lot better to forget just before noon, so I knew how to get myself in before midnight rather than bothering these kind people. So all of that, it just shows God's providence. He loves us. He wants to help us. All things work for the good for those who love God, and we have these souls in purgatory to pray for us too. God bless you.